this is because the BET Awards are ratchet. Now I'm asking the question, are the BET Awards too ratchet now? If you've been looking online, a lot of people have been complaining. They're saying that after Tyler Perry bought BET, he handed over the keys and told everybody, just make sure that you turn the light off. Make sure that you lock the door on your way out. But the BET Awards, man. So I watched the 2023 BET Awards. Now, granted, this is my first time that I watched the BET Awards, like sat and watched it since like really like 10 years ago, I want to say. I always see clips of it, but I don't sit and watch it because I don't relate to the music anymore. There are a lot of agendas that are out there. Let's keep it a buck. There are a lot of agendas out there with the BET Awards right now. So I don't ever give it a watch. I'll catch, if it's a performer I want to see, I'll catch it on YouTube. That's another thing. You know, back in the day when the internet wasn't as dominant, like BET.com wasn't going to show you a whole performance. You had to sit and watch it unless somebody recorded it, filmed it. But yeah, so the thing is, right? The question is it too ratchet? Reason that people are asking this is because of the clips they saw of Sexy Red. Now, granted, this wasn't televised, but there's a clip of Sexy Red out here, you know, showing the money and with no shoes on and stuff. Shout out to Elizabeth. Liz, I see you. Liz is in the building. Shout out to Liz Coleman. Thank you for that like, by the way. But as far as that goes, you see these even though females are dominant in the rap game, a lot of content that they have out, very ratchet. Very ratchet. Have y'all seen Sexy Red? Have y'all seen how this woman looks? Like literally, have you seen her? She she looks crazy. Like she looks regular, but she also looks like she's a hood rat, pretty much. I hate to say it for lack of better terms, but she's a hood rat. But she was in the aisles dancing, and I'm not gonna play her song because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but she had no shoes on, singing "My Pussy Pink, Booty Hole Brown," all that stuff. So much to where Dr. Jones was looking like, who is this? Who is this? Like, what's going on? And I blame a lot. I think Sexy Red's song "Pound Town" puts the icing on the cake of how ratchet our culture is right now. Now, Sexy Red does not represent all black women. I hate when they equate black women to ratchet, because ratchet is something different than black women. Black women can be ratchet or turn up and get ratchet, but I don't feel like black women are ratchet. But a lot of people have, you know, it's been some people, y'all, who talk about let them live, let them live. Listen, man, the twerking, my pussy pink, booty hole brown, the content that is out right now brings a certain type of energy into a ceremony. The BET Awards is a ceremony, right? We're not trying to say you need to separate bougie from ghetto and all this other stuff, right? We all got some ratchet in us. We all ghetto. Shout out to Boosie, right? But there's a time and a place for it. And I was speaking with someone today saying that, like, there's a time to get ratchet. There's a time to be professional, casual, whatever. Now, the BET Awards historically, right? We honor our legends, which this year was Busta Rhymes. We honor the top artists right now, which, you know, you got Megan Thee Stallion out there, you got Nicki Minaj, you got Kendrick Lamar, he won an award. You got different people that you come and honor people. You honor people of the culture. But right now, I think that since females are dominating the rap game, the content out there is my pussy wet, my pussy pink, booty hole brown. It's getting to a point where it's just like, what the sexual liberation has really taken over. Now, the male rappers ain't no better, right? As far as the content that they have, for the most part, like the Back in Bloods and the, you know, shooting them up, bang bang type of stuff. However, this year's BET Awards, when you looked at it, it looked unorganized. But the only reason was because of the writer's strike. I think what saved the BET Awards this year from being straight up garbage, due to them not having a host and due to the writer's strike, was the 50 years of hip hop celebration. That's the only reason that I tuned into the BET Awards this year, because I knew it was going to have some type of class, some type of elegance. And honestly, the OGs who performed, from Trillville, DJ Kid Capri, shout out to him. You had Keith Murray. You had, who else? Y'all help me. Master P. You had T.I. Jeezy came out there, right? Now, these are all OGs at this point. But you even went back to the Sugar Hill Gang. You had Yo-Yo, female rapper Yo-Yo. They all came out and gave great breath control. Busta Rhymes got on there and killed it, right? Hell, I was even surprised that Quavo and Offset, I'll get to that later, but they had a great performance. But the BET Awards right now, they call it the EBT Awards. It just doesn't have the class and elegance that it used to have. And for the people who talk about let them live, let people have fun, when is enough is enough? Check this. When you look at the Country Music Awards, I don't watch it, but I mean, if you look at that, do you think you're going to have hillbillies up in there, those rednecks with their shoes off? You know what I'm saying? Or do you think it's going to be people in there looking professional? When you look at the Latin Music Awards, what I bet you if Cardi B is at the Latin Music Awards, it ain't finna be no twerking. They don't do none of that there. Now, I know, of course, that's what we do as Black people. I get it, but there's a time and a place for that. Let's keep it a buck. And this is not about being bougie. This isn't about first class versus underclass or whatever the case is, because a lot of people there are rich. But do you honestly feel like somebody as established as a Beyonce or Janet Jackson, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, do you think they would want to be around Sexy Red, My Pussy Pink, Booty Hole Brown? Do you think Beyonce wants to be around that? Do you think Mariah Carey wants to be around that? Do you think Tyler Perry wants to be around that? Denzel Washington? Let's go to the Hollywood realm. You think Will Smith? You think any of them want to be around that? This is insane, and it got too far. Now, I enjoyed the BET Awards only because, like I said, the celebration 50 years of hip hop. You had everybody from old school to new school artists coming out there killing it, and they honored and saluted Busta Rhymes. I loved that, loved it to the core. But as far as the clips that you see now, granted, they didn't televise Sexy Red, they didn't televise her, but you see it on Instagram. You see where she was out there, my pussy pink, booty hole brown, all that. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. So for the people who may be disagreeing with me saying that, you know, it's let them live. Yeah, we know it's ratchet, but it's a part of our culture. No, that is not a part of our culture. That's something that we happen to do, but that's not ratchetness. Shouldn't be associated with just Black people. Anybody could be ratchet. Anybody could be ratchet. That's a state of being, but twerking in an aisle. Now, at a club, I got nothing to say. At a party, I got nothing to say. And I know the DJ was playing the song and everything, but twerking in the aisle, when you have some of our elders over there, have some class and have some respect. I know that your pussy is pink and your booty hole is brown. That song is ridiculous, by the way. Let me know if you like that song. Ladies, I know females are dominant in rap right now. Do you like that song? That, to me, that solidifies how sexual liberation goes wrong within our culture, because, you know, everybody wants to be free right now. Everybody wants to do what they do, but we make songs like this that supposedly represent us. Because I don't think about a Black woman. I mean, I love pussy just like the next man does, right? But it's no type of structure in that song. That song sounds like a joke. Real talk. It sounds like a joke. WAP, for example, wet ass pussy, right? I get that, you know. I love wet ass pussy. However, at least they had some skill to go with it. Somebody was writing Cardi B's verse, Megan Thee Stallion. They were rapper, and they don't look crazy. They look sexy. But this Sexy Red girl, like, come on, y'all. Come on, man. This girl look ridiculous. I would show a picture, but I don't want to be mean. You can look up and Google her and see what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, like, I don't expect a Beyonce, because everybody was like, where's Beyonce? She too good? Yes. I agree, Beyonce. Now, of course, granted, she was on tour, but I do feel like you could be too good to come to something because it's not at your level. These people have worked hard for years, 20 years plus. Well, Beyonce probably longer than that. She's been doing it since she's a little girl. You expect the Queen Bee, who's over there doing sellout venues across the world, you expect her to be at something like that? Come on, y'all. It's okay to be sexy. It's okay to rap about what you rap about, but it's a time and place for that. So we need a reset in our culture. We need to reset this shit. Real talk. That was an embarrassment to see some of the stuff that's on there. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, when you looking on stage and all the females who rapping, you know, it's just a bunch of sex talk. A lot of it is sex talk. And it's just like, is that the only thing that females can represent, because I know you can do more than that. You had Missy Elliott back in the day. You had Eve back in the day. You had your Lil Kims and you had your Trinas, but there was an equal balance of everybody in the playing field, just like the males out here. But see, you still got J. Cole, Kendrick, who's going to drop. There's nobody, no female that's equivalent to a J. Cole or a Kendrick right now, as far as level, establishment, all that. That's what people are really waiting for. Rap City is dope, but she, you know, she don't make hit records like that. But we need to have a reset with this, because the BET Awards, if you look outside of what was televised and stuff like that, yeah, it was a bad look on that end. But as far as performances, celebrating Busta Rhymes, celebration 50 years of hip hop, yeah, that was dope. And it was unorganized, of course, because of the writer strike. But I think, had we not had that 50 years of hip hop celebration, trash. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me.